Not too sure if like the hairstyle. I don't know. Pigtails? Afro? Pigtails? Afro? Pigtails? Afro? Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Sexy back over here with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video for you guys today. Feeling a lot better, bro. This ain't no paid advertising, bro. Yo, these Alka-Seltzer Plus tablets, bro, yo, make me feel a lot better. Man, drugs is good when you're sick. I ain't gonna lie about that. The right drugs, I shall say, not all the drugs. The right drugs. But today we'll be discussing players that got nerfed in Madden 18 that were beasts over in Madden 17. I know you guys probably noticed already that the ratings over here in Madden 18 are completely different. And a lot of players are high overalls over here in this game than they were last year, but also much worse, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to be shitting on the game, complaining about it, and this is not meant to be negative. We're just going to look at how the ratings have changed drastically by pointing out how some of these guys that you guys were using last year, you and me both, that are probably guys I would avoid to use this year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the 10 players that got nerfed from Madden 17 going into Madden 18. And this might not be 10, it might be like 5 players. Might be 7 players. It might be 12. I'm just doing 10 because I'm trying to clickbait my way to the top, baby. Let's get it. We gotta start out light real quick. We're gonna start with Jonathan Hankins. I used this guy all of last season. I was a big user of the 4-3 chemistry, even though it didn't make much sense because it boosts a finesse move. And a lot of these guys that have power move. But Jonathan Hankins was a beast last season when it came to run support. He was a budget guy going for around 2,000 coins and golds. You're going for around that. Anything on blocks was amazing. So he was getting off blocks pretty easily. The strength didn't matter, but 90 strength is still nice to look at. Now looking at this guy compared to how he is over here in Madden 18, and the nerfing was done a lot. The block shed went down by a whole 17 points. And this is what sparked me to do this video. I'm like, yo, I used this guy last year. There's no way he's this bad. He doesn't even have high power moves. Setting for a power move is like, okay, but the block shed is really all that matters. I know the block shed at the beginning of the year's game is gonna be pretty low. So there's a good chance he's going to be a beast still, because I haven't played the game to find out how these guys will play. So this is gonna be my reaction, I guess, pre-launch. And when the game comes out, I guess we might do a follow-up video on this, just so that we're sure that these guys aren't as good as they once were. But let me show you guys this Jonathan Hankins side by side from 18 to 17. We got 18 on the left, we got 17 on the right. And yeah, this was a complete nerfing of this guy's card. So I wonder how good he's going to be in Madden 18. And I also wonder what the rating system exactly does, because they did show the cards side by side, like Lavonte David 99 in this year's game compared to Lavonte David potentially in Madden 18. And it seemed to be a kind of an upping. But this year, I don't get what they changed. If you guys know, let me know down in the comment section below. But I'm not exactly sure how he got nerfed this badly, but yet is the same overall as he was last year. So I'm not too sure. This might be another case of hashtag overalls don't matter. But let's get on to the next one. Next up, we got Derrick Johnson, our first thing we're looking at right now. He, in Madden 17, really wasn't the greatest card. He was fine. I think his Pro Bowl card was the best card he ended up getting the entire year, obviously, overall-wise. But at the start, really wasn't anything too crazy. 80 speed, 81 block shed, 84 zone, which is fine. But then you compare this guy to his Madden 18 version, which is also 85 overall, and then you start seeing another one of these examples of the same overall, but a nerfing of it, which is kind of crazy, because this card wasn't even good to begin with. Like, if this card came in Madden 18 the way it is right now, I wouldn't complain. It's Derrick Johnson. We all know he's not that great in Madden. In real life, he's amazing, but in Madden, he's not one of the guys that you clamor for. Like, the only thing that the Derrick Johnson has on Madden 18 compared to Madden 17 is he's better catching, which is better, but everything else is completely down. So he's another card that got nerfed as well, even though I don't know why. Like, I feel like this card had been fine in Madden, but I guess they could have him just as good as that Ray Lewis that we'll be getting, since that's going to be an 84 overall. I wonder actually how this guy compares to Ray Lewis. Should probably compare him whenever I get the chance to. All right, let's move on to the next one. Sticking with linebackers, we got Lawrence Timmons up next, and this man in Madden 17 was he was okay. He wasn't great. 77 overall, 79 speed, 86 acceleration with 82 agility, 71 block shed, 88 hit power, which was great, but he was a guy you would use to blitz the quarterback on passing situations. He was not reliable in cover, wasn't a great user. As a matter of fact, this card probably wouldn't be used outside of those situations, just for pass rushing downs. Moving on to Madden 18, Lawrence Simmons, who is a 4+ higher overall, and again, looks much worse. So, only thing this guy seems to have that's better than the one that's low overall in Madden 17 is going to be catching, which seems like catching got improved this year, which I'm not too sure why. I know they say they don't want a lot of drop interceptions, but if you're using it, I don't think you'll drop many. But 72 zone as well, which is up by a lot. So I don't know if the scheme changed or Ray Shaker went to a different team, because last year with the Steelers, this year I think he's with the Dolphins right now. So I wonder if that's the reason why. But again, another card that went up in overall that is also worse than the overall was last year. Because the way they had the overall algorithm stated, I thought that a lot of the guys that were like this would be lower overall in Madden. It's just they lowered the rating of some of these cards, but for the base cards at least. But I guess that's not the case. I may be making more out of this than I think I am. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm really looking forward to Madden 18. I'm just pointing out some players that you might have used last year that are worse than cards this year, but also have better ratings. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. It's not complaining at all. Now, I'm kind of angry at this one because Lavonte David has had a really weird Madden history with MUT at least. Sometimes he's great, and sometimes he's terrible. So I think in Madden 15, he was awful. I think he was the worst linebacker I used. And then Madden 16, he was fantastic. One of the best linebackers in the game. And then 17 came around. Or was he the other way around? Was he good in 15, terrible in 16, great in 17? I think that's not how it was. Yeah, that's how it was. I mixed up the order. But that's what Lavonte was. He was great last year in Madden, as you guys can see. 84 speed at base, 81 overall, 86 excel, 85 agility, 81 block shed with 80 zone. With 70 catching as well. 84 hit power, and he also might have possessed that big hair trait. I'm not too sure. But he was amazing in Madden last year at 81 overall. Now, this year in Madden, Lavonte David's core elite at 84. Another one of these cards that have gotten nerfed, but is also not better than the card that, but is also a higher overall. So the speed's down by 4, acceleration's down by 2, agility's down by 4, which again, I'm not too sure you can't tell the difference between the +2s and +3s when those are a factor. You might be able to, but I doubt it. But the biggest thing that he downgraded on this guy, which kind of upset me, was his run defense. His block shed is down a whole 11 points. He's now in, as Gut Fox calls it, the tier 3 for these block shed type moves, as opposed to being in tier 2 when he had 80. Which kind of makes me mad. Lavonte David is known for being one of the best run-stuffing linebackers in the league, as well as one of the good coverage linebackers in the league. He got his coverage down, but he's not a guy that can do both, unfortunately. So if you guys were going to pick him up, Corley, he can play well for you in zone coverage. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use this guy on my team for zone coverage. I wasn't using Thomas Davis, but Thomas Davis got destroyed this year. He's awful. So I think Lavonte Davis is going to be the guy I'm going to be using if I can't afford Sean Lee at this run outside linebacker spot. But the fact that he can't really do much for me in run support makes me angry, because there's some plays where you want to have him out there in the field. If the guy runs the ball, it's probably not going to go well, especially if a lineman gets on him. Like before, he can handle his own, but now I think it's going to be a murder out there if that ends up happening. So hopefully he can hold his own, but with the ratings at 70, I doubt that's the case. Now, I'm going to blame you guys for this one. This is not my fault. It might be. I did put a video I said it was a silver gem last year. But I'm blaming you guys, because you guys didn't have to use Derrick Henry to the point where EA had to nerf him completely. Like, Derrick Henry is not the back that he was in 17 and 18. He's not going to be as good as he is. He still has the 6'3", 247 frame, which means he still may get some of those crazy animations, those crazy trucks. But last year, man, look at this guy's card stock. Like 86 speed, 86 acceleration, 80 agility with 87 trucking. We all know how trucking was last year. Man, this dude was a salary cap beast. He'd run you over and then still score the touchdown. It was ridiculous, kind of hard to stop. I would watch Jemiah's videos or his streams, and he would rage so hard playing salary cap at the usage of this Derrick Henry. And he was amazing last year, and this year, they're like, nah, we can do that again. We can't have people raging at these cards being better than some of the elite cards in the game, and they completely stole Derrick Henry's trucking ability. Again, he has that weight. I'm not saying he can't truck. I'm saying he's not going to get a lot of those elite trucks and animations that he got last year. And he's also slower, which is crazy. Derrick Henry got completely neutered. He was the best halfback starting the year out, but he still may be. Again, this is pre-launch opinions. This may change because I try this guy in game and see how he plays. But there are a ton of halfbacks over here in Madden 18 that we've seen with high trucking that might be a better option to use than using this gold Derrick Henry, because man, they complete, look at it, like it's just crazy. Like you see yellow, 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 and it's all whatever color that is right now. Pink, orange, whatever, peach, is that peach? I call it peach, whatever. And last but certainly not least, we have Anthony Barr. Now this is a weird example as well, because this one actually went down in overall, which makes sense because the one last year, Madden 17, was the best value you could buy at the time. He was like 13,000 coins, but he's better than a lot of elite cards in the game. 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 84 block shot, 80 hit power, 84 zone. So this guy could be a 3-4 outside linebacker blitz, but if you want him in zone coverage, you can do that as well. But if you want him to blitz, he also had 88 power move. Like he was perfect, the perfect hybrid linebacker in the game at 84 overall. Now this year, he's not really good at anything besides just being user. 82 speed is what he brings to the table, which I think top tier for linebackers. Who's the fastest linebacker? I think it might be like some bronze or some rookie players in the game, but talking about elite card, I think he's probably one of the fastest linebackers over in this game behind Shazier. I think Shazier tops him for speed wise, but he still has 6 foot. He's still tall. He's still 6'5", still weighs a pretty decent amount, so he can probably hold his own. But the block shed being down 11 points, the zone being down 27 points. 27, no, 17. Can't do math. See, kids, stay in school. Stay in school. 17 points, and then his power move being down 15. Like, he's pretty much only used for one thing, which is for you to user control. Other than that, he is kind of useless because he can't blitz and he can't go to zone by himself. And this was like, EA letting us know, man, it's not going to be the same game as you guys are used to playing. And that's what I'm looking forward to it, man. I really wanted the new game, something fresh, something different. And it looks like that's what we're going to be getting with Madden 18. If you guys got any more players that you know of that got neutered or got nerfed in Madden 18 that were great in Madden 17, let me know down in the comments section below. And for those that want another one of these videos, I'm gonna need your help. Again, post down in the comment section below what players got nerfed in Madden 18 that were great in Madden 17, and I'll go ahead and be sure to add that into the video that I do next. Leave a thumbs up on this video. It's been your boy Texas, rocking half ponytail, half afro. Nobody can do it like me. I got too much swag. Peace.